Now, to honor the end of one of ABC's most popular shows, KRCR is kicking into survivor mode like never before and asking the question, if you were stranded out in the woods, would you have the courage and the skills to make it? There's no better way to find out than to do it yourself. That's just what I did, and learned some tips along the way that will save your life.
You're out there on a journey, comfortable and happy, and all of a sudden you realize you're not where you thought you were. Panic starts to set in.
Imagine being stranded with nothing but the clothes on your back and a few trinkets in your pocket. Just the thought is enough to make this reporter break out in a cold sweat.
3 minutes without oxygen, 3 hours in extreme weather, 3 days without water, and 3 weeks without food.
Scott Phipps is an outdoor enthusiast whose job is to teach people how to live off the land and be able to survive getting lost. So you have to kind of teach me how to utilize these skills. So the clock is sort of ticking. So how do we get to it?
Okay, good. Let's go.
We begin with a plant that is found all over the country and should be one of the first things you look for if you're stranded in the wilderness.
Vegetation, a lot of it has poisonous lookalikes. So you need to make sure that what you're doing and what you're looking at is 100% the cattail.
This plant has life-saving nutrients at the base of the root.
Just gently grasp it and pull it up. And just kind of wiggle as you pull. Brush the dirt off.
It can also heal your wounds.
Rub this stalk part on your cut. If you see cattail, you got water.
If not, it's time to think outside the box.
There's water everywhere. It's just a matter of finding it. You take your t-shirt off, you tie your t-shirt around your ankle, and go walk through a meadow. That's going to soak up a ton of water. You can squeeze that out.
After getting rehydrated, now it's starting to rain. We need cover.
Is there a cave anywhere around here that we can find? Is there a downed tree that's going to provide us with part of the shelter already made?
Nope, meaning it's up to us to build shelter.
Let's take 3 pieces, about 4 feet.
No knife handy? Check this out. Find 2 trees side by side. Slip the branch between the massive trunks.
Keep going. There you go.
Okay, I got it.
There you go. That was a tougher one.
Yeah. Tie the 3 branches loosely together at the top. Your shoelaces will work, or
a t-shirt, a flexible branch, a long flexible branch, anything that we can find.
You said deer tendons.
Deer tendons and ligaments work great if you happen to find a downed deer.
After creating the base, Scott and I top it with a long, sturdy branch, lining one side with wood and filling in the holes with anything green.
It's not fun. It's a miserable experience, but if you have the right techniques, you're going to make it a little bit more comfortable.
Comfort equals heat. Got a pocket knife or a small piece of steel? Here's a hint, don't leave home without it.
Let's see what we can do to find some dry wood out here.
But to build a fire, we need fuel, pockets of air, and something to catch the spark. If you can't find enough dry brush or leaves, tear off a piece of your sock.
But this wrist motion is what's important. Okay. Now that we've got some fire, now we want to feed it.
And feed ourselves. I'm starving, and finding protein is a matter of life or death. Not for me, for him.
Ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. There you go.
Okay, it's not too bad.
You got your first cricket.
I know I did.
A little bit of an aftertaste.
I think I have a piece stuck in my tooth. Yeah. Surviving may not be fun, but it is
essential. We all pay all this money for insurance, for everything, for that just-in-case moment. Great photography, by the way, by Adam McAllister, our chief photojournalist. So there you go. If I can do it, you can do it. Did you know that pine needles actually have more vitamin C than oranges? It's the little things out there when you have nothing, and the cricket, of course, was, I guess, a necessary evil.